Yeah, so here we go. The world was introduced to her as a 12-year-old when she broke the world age record in the 200 meters, when she also shattered the champs class 4 200 meter records in 23.72 seconds. Now, she is a professional athlete with numerous medals, world under 20 titles, NCAA titles, and obviously one to look out for. Who am I talking about? None other than Brianna Lyston. Hey friend.
Hey.
What going?
Nothing.
So let's just give them a little backstory. So we did this episode before, when you were here for trials. That was in June. And we had to run it back. Yes, I mean, we had some technical difficulties, but God makes sure it's today again, so we can do it again. Welcome to your island of Jamaica.
Thank you for having me.
Don't it?
Thank you for having me.
Just feel at home, feel comfortable. It's just a conversation between you and I, but what we spoke about in the first episode, was just your trajectory and all that you've done in your career. Mm-hmm. And I kind of feel like some of us know, but we don't really know because you don't really speak much, especially, when we see rumors about you on the internet or, people saying this or saying that. So we're gonna clear up every single thing today. Nothing is left off the table. And Brianna said I can ask her anything at all. So, you never did say that? No. You said that the last time though.
That was the last time.
Oh, so that was the last time. So we can't ask anything at all now. Okay, no problem. Yeah. So, wow, 12 years old, when a lot of us found out about you. You were the class 4 100 meter champion at St.Jago, class 4 200 meter record holder, as I've said in the intro, 23.72 seconds. Also the world age record, you replaced the 24 seconds done by yourself a couple days prior to that. Mm-hmm. And we thought that was the best that you're gonna come with, because 24 seconds at 12 is crazy, right? The record before that was 24.21 seconds done by Joanna Reid of St.Jago as well in 2015. Now, I found this quote preparing for this interview that I found so intriguing, because in my mind, there's absolutely no way a 12-year-old said this, right? And you said, some persons on the radio were saying I was going to come only third. And I just went out there to answer them, and I have better left to do now. This was after you ran the 24 seconds in the heats, right? So the world was introduced to you then. People were saying, not even Bolt at that young age garnered that much attention. So let's kind of take it back first before me even ask you the Bolt question. What do you mean by people up on the radio?
I would never say that again, no.
Yeah, no, in a big age.
That's crazy.
But 12 years old.
Why would I say that's crazy?
And you said that after the 24 seconds, so that was before the final.
About AI?
It wasn't AI, but about AI them time then.
Oh, because AI get real nowadays. So.
But it's just kind of crazy that, even at that tender age, like you knew to bet on yourself and to believe in yourself. And it wasn't really about proving people wrong. It was about proving yourself right. Mm-hmm. But then the comparisons came, and people, saying, not even you saying one of the greatest, if not the greatest, in the sprints of all time, not even him at that age did what you did. Did that affect you in any way, or like put any pressure on you as a 12-year-old?
Of course.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think that opened the door for people and their opinions to come in. Mm-hmm. And looking back, I don't know if they said anything bad. I don't remember. So I don't know why 12-year-old me said she's coming back to
people said I'm gonna come third.
Probably they did.
Yeah.
Maybe they did. Mm-hmm. But I do think it did open the door for a lot of people to, comment on a 12-year-old. Yeah. And I had no business responding at 12-year-old. So I don't know why I did.
Yeah. But the funny thing, at 12, more than likely, may I eat rubber or pencil shavings, and here you are, being recognized by the world. How did that affect you mentally? Because you also stated that you were very young and it kind of had you shaken up. And, you know, you said it kind of drained you emotionally, you know, to want to prove at that young age to people. But just kind of walk us back to 12-year-old Lyston, like, what was going through your mind now when the world, everybody want to interview you, everybody, you know, put all this pressure on you? What was going through your mind?
Honestly, I don't remember if I did do an interview with anybody afterwards, but I know that after that year of champs, coming back the next year, obviously, you know, you're going to put pressure on yourself because the world is watching now and, you know, you have to live up to the expectations of the world. And I think, again, that was something I should not have took on mentally.
Yes.
To try and prove everybody else, you know,
wrong. You're right.
Instead, just prove myself right that I could. But, you know, stuff came up, you know, injuries came up. I'd say my class 3 year, after my class 3 year, I was like, I don't know if I wanted to go back in that space, in that environment. So I, you know, talked to my mom, my parents, everybody around me. And I was like, I think it's time for a change.
Yes.
You know, she wasn't really supportive at first. Because, you know, she's a Jago girl by heart. She used to go St.Jago. So, but I loved St.Jago.
Yes.
You know, I loved it there. But I just started thinking, you know, after class 4 that this is probably something I want to do professionally.
Yes.
And I just have to look at it, you know, like a grown-up.
Yes.
And think towards the future. So if I wanted to go further with it, then I have to be in an environment that could push me to go further, which is why, you know, I chose to go to Hydel.
Right. So then you made mention about the year after, and that was 2018, where you came third at champs in 100 meters. Tia Clayton won, Serena Cole was second, and then you came fourth in the 200 meters. Do you remember, like, what was going through your mind after not winning, other than wanting to, you know, possibly change environment, change schools, but what was going through your mind as an athlete in the stadium?
I would say I'm not really sure what the thoughts were, but I think I would have been thinking, you know, that I'm much better than the performance that I did. And I think I gave myself some grace knowing that, you know, I was hurt. I don't think I was too hard on myself. But again, you know, being an athlete, you always want to win. You always want to come up on top. So, yeah, you know, every little thing in every little area just come together and, you know, just brought the decision to my mind, like, you know, maybe it's just time we need to try somewhere else.
Yes. All right, so then, so 2018, third in the 100, as I said before, fourth in the 200, and 2019, third in both the 100 and the 200 meters. Obviously, the Turbo twins, the Clayton twins, they got 1-2. You've also said in an interview that after my first year in high school, I picked up a few injuries, such as hamstrings and quad. I overcame the quad injuries, but the hamstring injuries persisted into class 2. I always competed, but not at my best. It was devastating because I was not getting any better or performing how I wanted to. So that, all of that led to...
I was very emotional in my interviews. It sounds like, it sounds like...
Some of these interviews, I had to dig on the internet to find some of these things, by the way.
Interesting.
But then 2020... Champs was cancelled because of COVID. And you also said, during the pandemic, I was sitting down thinking about how am I going to advance myself, and decided I should switch schools and see if things would work out better for me. I spoke to my mom and my best friend, and we all agreed that Hydel is the best option. It is a school that I admired over the years. So then you had to also sit out 1 year. Question though, was Hydel the only school that you were thinking of switching to?
Yeah, for sure. I was not going to country.
Yeah?
Never did go country.
Say never go country. So you say Hydel is it. Walk me through going to Hydel now for the first time, because obviously you are her. People would have known you. No, I mean, come on. You understand? At 12 years old, you know, people would have known you. But if I know anything about Coach Corey Bennett, he don't really care about the accolades then when you come in with. So just walk me into, you know, being introduced to, you know, Hydel and the system as it relates to like training and things like that.
Funny enough, I don't remember exactly how I got in contact with Coach Bennett. I would say probably I spoke with my friends because I knew people before I went there. I would say I probably spoke with my friends, you know, just run it by them. I think I did tell one of them to like let him know. And he contacted me. I think he contacted my mom.
Yeah.
And then she told me. And then he came to visit me at home, him and Coach Johnson. And we were there talking. I was like, are you sure this is something you want to do? And I'm like, yes.
Yes.
You know, because, you know, high school, when you transfer into high school, like, it brings so much feud. I don't know why.
A lot.
It brings so much feud between coaches or whatever. So he's like, you're sure this is something you want to do? I'm like, yeah, because, you know, this is my future.
Yes.
And funny, like, from the outside looking in, how I saw Hydel, you know, Hydel gives like a boot camp type vibe.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't think that would have been like such a drastic change for me because I didn't normally talk either way at meets. Not saying we can't talk to anybody at meets, but we don't.
No man, Corey Bennett not even want to talk to me. That Corey Bennett one interview, no candidate interview, nothing.
So I think I fit in well when I just got there.
Yes.
I didn't feel like an outcast.
Right.
The environment felt like home as soon as I touched down. Soon as. Yeah. Yeah.
So I kind of want to, before I speak about your return to champs for your final year, 2021 was a World Under 20 Championship. You went to Nairobi.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Nairobi,
Kenya.
Yeah.
How old were you then? 2021, so you'd have been 17 or so?
Maybe.
Yeah, okay.
16, 17.
16, 17. So you were still battling injuries, but you were doing much better than before, you had stated there.
Yeah.
So you ran a PB in the heats, 23.18 seconds. And now in that semi-final, you were behind Mbomba, who set a championship record. And then you came fourth in the final. But in the final, though, was some big names because we had Ofili. Again, Christine was there. So you came fourth. I'm assuming Masalingi was also in that race. So I'm assuming that you were happy because you got a PB. But then you were DQ'd because of lane violation. Let us talk about that.
They're so strict. Like, they're so strict. Them strict back.
Yeah? Were you devastated?
Was I? I cried walking off the track, going back around to the team area. I think I was stopped by Mr. Bennett, and he was comforting me, I would say. You know, basically telling me it's not the end of the world, which it wasn't. But I am very dramatic and very emotional. I will admit I am very emotional when I come out to track and field. So I'm not gonna say when things don't go my way, I'm always like break down.
Yes.
It's just something like, I feel like in the moment, you know, you accomplish something and then it was just like taken away.
Yeah.
So, I was sad, but not for long.
Yeah.
Not for long. Because I don't like going around people like, you know, the team with sadness, like drain everybody energy around you. So,
yes.
I'd say I let out what I was supposed to let out and then, you know, just regroup.
Yeah. Then 2022 is your return to champs after 2 years. You're now 17 in 2022, so you were 16,
so I was 16
at the World Under 20s. So at 17, and the build-up, because your first time now competing for Hydel, the build-up surrounding, you know, what are you going to do? She never run in 2 years. What's going to happen? Obviously, you did a PB in the 200 meters the year before in Kenya. You have the class 4 record. And I've always said that it's so divine for you to have the record when the girls enter into champs.
And leaving.
And when they leave champs. I just feel like that's just some legendary things. So you did the class 1 200 meter record, 22.53 seconds in a negative 2.2 wind, by the way, people. And you replaced your old PB of 22.66. And you almost got the national under 20 record, which is 22.50, done by Brianna Williams. But you broke the champs record. 22.71 was there from 2004 by Simone Facey.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing.
Born, yeah.
Right. You were born in 2004. So when you were born, Simone Facey their champs in a stadium, on the red track them time there. a run and a set record. And here you are. Talk to us about that. Talk to us about that 200 meters and how special that was for you.
Honestly, I would say, if you know me, you know the 200 was my baby.
Yes.
It may not look like it now, but back in the day it was.
Yes.
I would say that I wasn't really shocked by it because I knew like the work that was being put in like behind the scenes to it. And it had a lot to do with, you know, your mental, anything in training, anything Mr. Bennett throw at you, just do it. Don't complain no matter how crazy it sounds. It works, it helps. So some things he had me do in training, because I work with the 400 people there, because, you know, I'm not part of the 4x4, don't know how that happened.
I want to talk about that too.
Don't know how that happened, but somehow, you know, Gibson came around, I did the 4x4. I thought it was going to be a one-time thing. I'm not going to say yay. I thought it was going to be a one-time thing, you know, probably just like endurance work. And then I went and I split like 52.3. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that, but, you know, split 52.3, I think, at the time. And Mr. Bennett is the type of coach where you know he's proud of you, but like, I'm not gonna really show it because he knows he can do way better. So he didn't really say much, you know, friends hyping me up over the phone. I didn't really too care for it because I'm like, it was a one and done. So like, thank you, but never again.
Yes.
Again. No, again. And
Thank
again
you for
and
coming.
again. And thank you for...
We have to come back.
You're joking. Not another one? Oh, for God's sake, I can't stand this.
Again and again. So like, the workouts I did, I think, prepared me well to run that 22.5 regardless of the wind. So that tells us it's some crazy workouts. We're doing like some crazy workouts that help you to overcome a 2.2 win apparently.
Yes. Were you going for the record?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Of course.
I mean, you know, it was broken way before I even got there because I ran 22.6.
6 at
Carfita.
Right.
Trials.
Centrals are
No, it was
trials, right?
Carfita trials.
22.65, I think it was, or something like that.
Or 6.6.
Right.
And I was like, okay, you know, you had like a couple more weeks to prepare for champs. So I was like, okay, coming from the 22.6, I have to go back, work even, just work a little bit harder.
Yes.
And yeah.
I kind of want to talk about the 100-meter race as well, because I think I've never seen, well, I got champs long time in every other.
I know.
So I'm not going to really age myself, but I've been going to champs a very long time, you see? And I can't recall, and if I'm wrong, you guys can comment, a matchup like that as it relates to the lead up in that 100 meters. It was you, obviously the Clayton twins. That was a stacked field, by the way. Just all together, a stacked field. All eight lanes were stacked, right? But you were the fave coming in.
Yeah.
You did 11.14 at Central Champs. So a lot of people were just like, you know, but Mystic grown people did a bet on the race. Like, it was massive. Like, I was in the stadium for that.
After running the 11.1 at Central and then leading up to champs like Mr. Bennett.
Yes.
He always telling us not to focus on what the media is saying. And I think that's a big part of him taking away phones at
Champs time. Yeah.
Which, surprisingly, my last year of champs, he let the class 1 and 2 keep our phones. I don't know why.
Jeez.
But natural instincts, we're still not going to check.
Yeah.
Even though we have a phone, we're still not going to check. Me, you know, Makanov, like everybody, we didn't really check to see. No, the class 3s and 4s couldn't have their phones.
Right.
For sure could not have. Even though I think we did have a curfew with the phones, we had to give it in for the night and collect it back in the morning. But it wasn't really no rush to get it back.
Right.
So we were focused on champs or whatever. The 100.
So in the final, you came second.
Yeah.
11.28 seconds. And it's just so funny. Like, I always feel like when I do girl class 100 meters, the wind just always crazy because it was like a negative 2.8 wind.
Yeah, and then the race before us, the girls, it was like perfect.
Yeah,
I was like,
perfect
okay,
wind.
this is nice weather.
Yeah.
You know, this is nice conditions. You know, we can run so fast. Because again, you know, the ladies in the field, like,
yeah,
good, like amazing athletes. So it's like, okay, something fast like a run. But of course, the wind, I don't know what it was, but the wind just come out of nowhere. And I'm like, all right.
So you came second. How, Tina Clayton won in 11.23. Again, you were second, 11.26. So it was pretty close. What was going through your mind afterwards? After the race?
Honestly, I'm not going to hide, being disappointed. Because again, as athletes, you always want to win. I don't think I was more so disappointed in the performance in itself, but like I just felt at the time that, being one of the team captains, your team, depending on you.
Yeah.
And I just felt in the moment that I failed my team. So I think that was a burden I took with me. After the race, walking around there, I broke down in Mr. Benny's arm.
Wow.
I cried. Honestly, I cried. And he's there comforting. He's like, it's okay, like whatever. I didn't feel like it was okay at the time. And he doesn't, I don't think he normally has like meetings mid-week. Because I think the 100 finals was on Wednesday.
I think then, yeah.
Yeah, it was Wednesday.
Right.
We normally have meetings like after the championship. But he called a meeting. I was late to the meeting. I was trying to gather myself before going in front of everybody.
Yes.
I read, like, when just look at me, I go through it. And I was trying to gather myself so I don't look at that in front of the girls. Because, people have to compete tomorrow.
Yes.
And again, I don't like bringing bad energy around people who I know, like, going to compete the next day. But for some reason, I just couldn't hide it.
And it's okay to be disappointed,
yeah, he's
though.
talking at the meeting and, him coming in front of everybody. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to start crying again because everybody look for me at this point. And he's just there telling me, like, like, every face in front of you, like, nobody's disappointed. They all applaud me. Whatever. But I went to bed and I was like, okay, the girl has to make her comeback. Yeah. The girl baby's tomorrow, like.
And that she did it in 200, I mean, come on.
Yeah, I appreciate this off. Yeah. Like, going to the next day with a killer mindset,
Yes.
You know what you want. You want the record, just like, just prepare myself for the rounds, obviously. Yeah.
I want to also kind of touch on Carfita. I think that was Carfita 50 in Jamaica.
It's 49 one of them.
It was a big thing, though.
It was a big thing.
But I think that was the best Carfita station. I mean, obviously, the medal count speaks for itself. It was the best showing. But there's one thing in particular that I don't think I've heard you speak up about publicly. That year, you guys smashed the record, under 20 record in the 4x1. It was Tina, you,
Serena.
and Serena Cole. So Serena started.
Yeah.
But it wasn't ratified. There was some mix-up with some testing or whatever the case is. And after while within a stadium, I run up and down. It was Carfita 50. While I run up and down, and I said, yeah, record on the home side and all these things. How did you feel?
Honestly, I didn't feel it anyway. I don't know why. No. I mean, in my eyes, we still run it. It just wasn't known and whatever. I just felt like I knew they were going to do it again. Like, we had World Under 20s coming up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was disappointing because I guess we did want to do it on home soil. But again, I knew they were going to do it again.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really something that I was too sad about.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That wasn't supposed to be your final year at Champs in 2022 because you had 1 year left.
Yeah.
But you decided to leave and you had a great showing. Do you even run a 4x4 in that Champs?
Yes. Yes.
If I can find the video, hopefully I can find it so I can insert it here. Jamal, just remind me, please, my videographer. This video, I think that's one of your best relays of all time. I know you don't like the 4x4s, obviously, but the reason being, the way how you dominated, and I know Bruce James was commentating on that race, and you just like nyam the girl them food. Like the hungry out there, like couldn't even get enough food to eat, he just nyam up the track.
So Hydel, they're going to have work to do, and this one will be interesting on the ankle leg.
Brianna Lyston got the baton, third for Hydel. This is exciting stuff, viewers. Brianna Lyston passes one from homeward and has already put Edwin Allen in her sights.
Go down the backstretch now, and Edwin Allen squarely in the crosshairs of Brianna Lyston of Hydel. This outstanding athlete trying to get the work done early, but Edwin Allen have a response, or do they? Brianna Lyston, the super girl here at these championships, the 200-meter record holder, being forced to run way out in lane 2. Doesn't matter for Brianna Lyston. She's so fast. There is sparks flying from those spikes of Brianna Lyston. The golden girl closes champs.
50.8 for Lyston. 335.5 Hydel. The golden girl wraps up business with a big ankle leg.
One after one after one. And what I saw was a mature Brianna Lyston. And if anybody were thinking, oh, maybe she needs to stay back after the way how you handled yourself in that championship, after not winning the 100 meters, coming back to get the record, doing the 4x1, but the 4x4 for me, in my estimation, was just, you're ready to take on the world. Why did you decide that this is going to be my final year?
Honestly, I'm always the type of person that tells myself, like, if you're hot at the moment, any opportunity to represent yourself, just take it. Because you're not sure if the next year is going to be the same thing. So I was thinking about that. And honestly, I think at the time, I accomplished what I wanted to.
Yeah.
You know, even though we probably wanted a team title at the time, again, nothing is guaranteed. So I didn't want to come back. God forbid something else happens, and that would have been my last year. Like, offers would have probably gone. Because, you know, the U.S. system is really, like, the U.S. produce athletes, like...
Right out the gate,
so
like
you
every
just
minute.
have to, you just have to take whatever opportunity comes.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I was thinking about at the time. Like, I think it's the same thing when I was leaving Jago, you know. Tough decisions, of course, but again, you're thinking about the future. Yeah.
Okay, so then you chose LSU. For those of us who don't know, how many schools were you considering? Two. So it was LSU and? Georgia.
Yeah.
So why did you choose LSU?
Honestly, I was sold by, the videos on Instagram. I'm not going to lie to you.
LSU social media is popping.
It's popping, and I just, like, based on what I saw, that was the environment for me.
Yeah.
Because, I have similar personalities, even though it probably don't show, but like similar personalities to what they were showing on Instagram and Twitter, and I just thought, and then they look like a family type of team.
Yes, yeah.
And that's something you have to look for if you're going somewhere. You have to be comfortable with not just being there, but like with the people around you.
Yeah. So 2023, freshman at LSU, bushy-tailed, wide-eyed, so excited to take on the world, take on the NC's circuit. I remember your then coach, Dennis Shaver, you were supposed to debut at the Razorbacks Invitational, that's at Arkansas for those who don't know. And your then coach, Dennis Shaver, said you weren't injured, but they pulled you because they didn't want you to compete on the elevated Tyson indoor surface. He said that you trained the day before and, he thought it was kind of premature for you to run then. But there were rumors going around that you were injured. So can we just clear that up now? Were you injured or Dennis is telling the truth?
I would say I was probably injured in the fall, but I was coming back, so I wasn't really necessarily injured, but it's still a bit shaken up.
Yeah.
I think, and if the elevated, like the bank and injuries, it's like, it's something that's, if you don't know how to run it, you're going to get hurt, I can say. And I did not know how to run it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But then you made your debut, February 3 to be exact, your first collegiate race. But before that, I remember Corey Bennett also saying that he hopes LSU is the best choice for you and that they would handle you with care because you don't have the body structure and physique to run every single week. Were you also concerned about that too, running collegiately? Kinda,
because like running every week to me as someone in high school sounded ridiculous. But, you know, you go into the circuit, the college circuit, and you just get used to it.
Yeah.
You know, I think it feels like the norm when you get there.
Right, so as I've said before, February 3, first race, you did 23.54 indoors at the New Mexico meet. In the 200 meters at the same meet, you did, on February 4 now, you did 7.32 seconds, I think it was, for third. Then you ran like 2 races after that. February 10, you did your PB in the 60s, which was 7:29 at that time, I think. That was at the Tyson Invitational. Then you did some relays. You did a 4x1, a 4x4. Then we not see not much after. I think you were 8th in the semifinal. I don't think you did any outdoors 100s either. So what happened after those races? You were doing some PBs, you know, okay enough for your debut year. But what happened? Why we never see you much after that?
Injuries.
Yeah. Were you disappointed that you couldn't do a full season?
Yes and no. Yes, because obviously, you know, you want to run, but no, because I knew that I was hurt. And I think the time frame, again, with college track, you know, you have to run every week, and it just feels like everything is just like one after the other. And I don't think I had enough time to recover fully. So I think that's why I only did the 2, because, you know, the 100 is like explosive.
Very explosive.
It's explosive. So, you know, I don't think he wanted to risk it.
Yeah.
And it was coming to the end of the season either way. And I was surprised that I even made it to nationals doing the 2. I don't know how.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Yes, you did. Were these injuries from you were in Jamaica, or these were like new injuries? No,
it's the same hamstring.
It's the same hamstring problem from your younger. Okay, so let's move on to 2024.
My year.
That was your year, baby girl. Like, that was your year.
Yes.
Bowerman watch list. You opened the season with 714 in January at the Razorback Invitational. Then you went on 707 to win. Oh my God, man. What was the difference, though, between the ending of 2023, you ended your season early, to open your season in this way, in this manner, in January? What did that look like?
Honestly, the work started as soon as I got done with nationals in Texas. I decided not to. Do we have anything that year? Any trials? Probably.
Yeah. 2023. Yeah.
I decided to,
World Championships.
Yeah, I decided to, you know, shut it down and focus on coming back, getting healthy, coming back. So I had a summer rehab plan that I followed. I just worked on rehab, you know, every single day. And I think doing any sport, not just track, like, you have to be strong in your faith. And if you know me, you know I'm somebody that is very strong behind my faith.
Yes.
So it was just a summer of like locking in, being in the word, like making sure I'm consistent with my rehab. And I think that made a major difference, because I didn't have to focus on any competitions coming up. You know, I don't have to put a timeline on when I have to run. So, you know, I worked over the summer, worked with rehab.
Yes.
And then I came back in the fall, I felt good.
Yeah.
I went through a full fall, which was something big.
So when everybody else was on break?
I was,
Wow.
I was not really doing anything too much. Like, I would do like a 1 or 2 jog here.
Yeah.
But just mainly focus on just doing the rehab, strengthening stuff they gave me. As I said, went through fall, good. If you know LSU has a solid fall background. Like, our background is solid work. Again, coming from Hydel, I think knowing myself, the endurance stuff worked for me. Like, I have to be strong. I have to be strong to run fast in the 100. So, you know, even in the fall, I just focused on working with the 400 people, doing the longer stuff. I think that prepared me well to go on, you know, the track. So after I come off the grass, you know, went on the track. I've never completed a whole fall before. Like, freshman year, I barely did anything the fall. So to complete a fall, a whole cycle of fall, I knew I was going to do something, but I didn't know what it was.
You're going to pop it?
I didn't know I was going to pop it like how I did.
And you did it. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that for you. I think you did one indoor 200 meters. I think that was February 2 at the New Mexico meet as well when you ran 23.16 for third. You didn't do much indoor 200.
No.
Because of the same bunk thing that you were talking about earlier.
Even though I knew like nothing was wrong with me.
Yeah.
Like injuries, but after I did the indoor New Mexico, I just, I had a one-on-one with him. I'm like, Coach, we're doing well. This is the first time we've ever gone through a fall. Like, we're competing inside. I don't think it's wise for us to compete anymore in the 200. Yeah. And he agreed. Yeah. Because if you had the opportunity, the shot to win the title inside, then he's going to let you focus on that event.
I love that.
So he agreed, and I avoided whatever would have came.
Oh my God. So SEC indoor 708, 703, which is a school record, joint SEC indoor record, tied 6th fastest Jamaican ever overall, and 5th fastest Jamaican indoor in the 60 meters.
NCAA number 2 all time.
Right, like you were just doing it, man. Then the SEC 100 meter champion when he ran the 10.91. Then at nationals, you got the silver medal. 10.89, but did a little bit over the win. I think it was like a 2.2.
Always. I don't know what.
So you had a great season, but then every time, I feel like that season, you did a lot of sub 10.9.
Yes, I went 10.84, 10.82, and they were just always 2.2.
The wind. I'm like, the wind.
And again, races before mine
were perfectly fine.
Perfect
until your time.
Like, all right.
Yeah.
Like, what's your beef with me?
I remember now. So you've had a great season. You won the silver medal at nationals. You were the fastest Jamaican of the year for a while, heading into trials as well. You ended your season. Made a post on social media. Everybody was shocked.
Honestly, I knew everybody would be shocked because they would have been like, she just run like, run 10.9. Why would she call us like into our season when trials is right around the corner? Funny enough, I made the decision to shut down my season after completing my final race at Eugene.
Yes. Why?
Because I felt like, after indoors, again, I don't know why injuries love me, but some small things came up, some nerve issues came up, which there's no set plan to, help with nerve issues. Like I went to numerous doctor's appointments, and it's just like, there was nothing they could do.
So you were injured the entire outdoor season?
Yes.
So even when you won nationals, silver at nationals, and even when you did the SECs and you won that title, you were injured.
Yeah.
That entire season.
That's why I was heavily strapped. Yes, I was very much heavily strapped. Yes.
Wow. After that, though, there were reports that you've switched your allegiance, and that's why you weren't competing at trials, and you've got a lot of nasty comments on social media. It was all over YouTube. Somebody said people over one fence and said him see it, that they were very sure that you switched your allegiance. Now, before you answer that question, a lot of people have now switched their allegiance. Number one, have you switched any at all? So you're still a Jamaican athlete. Have you thought about it? No.
I'm confused. Like, why would y'all think I would leave my country?
It's a Jamaican through and through.
I've been known as Jamaica's darling since 12. Like, why would I?
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, why would I switch?
So when you saw those reports, what went through your mind? Because rumors are rumors but like these reports, like they seemed like these things were true. People actually did believe that you've switched. What was going through your mind?
Me just thinking, why would you think I would switch?
Yeah.
Like, what would be my motive to switch?
So while you there, you had a battle injury after in your season, depressed. By your injuries.
USA,
people say, going to USA.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
And I feel like that was just something so unprovoked. Like,
yeah.
What would give, like, what hint, what tipped you off?
Yeah. That was kind of strange to me.
Feeding your cereal.
Like, sir, this is the Wendy's.
Like,
Like,
Who told you that? Who gave you that piece of information?
all right, so 2025. So you ended your season, you were injured.
yes.
You did the same thing again, background, rehab, all of that.
Actually, funny enough, this background went much like freshman year.
Wow.
Barely had any, barely.
Yeah.
barely. Which is why, like, me opening how I opened 2025 was crazy to me. But again, I told myself, listen, if you come out here and run a 7.2, 7.3 girl, I would have battered myself. Like, yeah, I wouldn't even have to do it for me.
Yeah.
Just know, say, I will be doing it to
Yes.
myself because that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, so sometimes I think like stuff will come up, like things you can't control. But I think mentally, like, you know, your mental play like a huge part in it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you may feel like your mind might tell you saying already, but the whole time you are, you know?
So you opened your season, battling injuries, you even opened later than you wanted to.
Yeah.
People, again, the rumors started to speculate. People are wondering which part you're there.
One time I realized, I'm not giving no time. Like, when I get a lady in a time.
Look at that camera and talk to them.
When I get a lady in a time. Like, as the first track meet coming on the lady up on the track.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Like, oh my God.
It was crazy, and there were a lot of conversations to surrounding your name.
I'm like, whoa.
But you opened with 7.13, and in 2024, which was your best year, you opened with 7.14. So, you know, that was some indication that, hey, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, you've ended that season with 7.03, so.
Yeah, you know, I saw people, well, again, I don't really like to look at comments, but I saw somebody say like, oh, like, you know, she opened faster than last year, so this year she's coming hot. I'm like, girl, you don't even know the half.
And not even people knows, yeah, battling.
You don't even know the half. You don't know what it took to get me on that track, mentally and physically.
They don't even know where I got through whatever.
But honestly, I would say like the weeks leading up to me opening, I was feeling better.
Yeah.
Like, I was looking way better, like block starts and everything.
Yeah.
Talking with Coach Avery, you know, he asked me like, because he knew, well, we knew that I was hurt. And he was like, hey, you know, it's going to be up to you to tell me when you could be able to run.
Yeah.
And then like, I didn't know if I was ready to run, but like, I just went up to him and I'm like, hey, like, could you enter me this week?
Yeah.
Just like, probably a day before entries closed. I was like, could you enter me? He was like, you sure? I was like, yeah, you know. Yeah. During warm-up, I'll know if I can or if I can't. And I felt good during the warm-up. I felt good. Yeah. So I was like, he was like, are you going out? I said, yeah.
You came second in the SEC 60 meters, 7.13. How, because obviously you would want to win, but obviously based on what you're saying now, you were injured. So I'm sure that you even shocked yourself. Right, coming back.
I was feeling better.
Yeah. Were you disappointed in the silver medal?
Not really. I was just thrown off, man.
What happened again in the race day?
Like,
there were like some things happening, right?
Yes, it was a lot happening. Like, you know what they say, on your mark, set, the gun went off, everybody went. We're like 30, 40 meters, like the finish line is right here. And then I just hear a second gun, I'm like, huh?
And I think when you guys were walking back, he called your lane number.
I'm like, I think I was in maybe 5 or 6. And he
said, was like lane 6.
I said, lane who? So I turned around.
Like, who's in lane 6?
Like, can't be me. Yeah, because at the time, I felt like that was even the worst start I ever, like, I feel like I was late coming out the block.
Right, yeah.
So we get back to the, you know, the start line. And then I don't remember if it was a man or a woman, and then like they were in front of me with the card. I was overly confused, you know, and that just threw me off because again, like we basically finished the race. And you know, there was no time coming, like as soon as we got back, on your marks.
You know, I will say it as a fan of the sport, I thought that they were deliberately doing what they did. Like everything that happened for that race, the race after, it just, you know, you and Tima were the faves, you know, based on what we saw. You guys were really...
Yeah, we went in with I think we went in with the top times.
Yeah.
SECs in our region.
Like y'all were just, you know, pushing out those times, man. So I think, and again, you don't have to say me can't say it. I think it was to really throw you guys off. But you got a silver medal.
I mean,
and you're grateful.
even walking back, like, you know, I have to be telling Tima, like, you know, we still have it.
Yeah.
We still have it. Like, we practice these things in training based, you know, like he tells us, like, you know, if you ever feel in the moment that you're going to false start, don't. Like, even if you have to start, like, get the worst start, just like don't be the first. Yeah, don't be the first to move. So that's something he always told us, and that's something I learned. Like, even my freshman year, like I've never false started before.
I don't think you had.
I've never false started before. So like when I was walking back and he's like, yeah, lane 6, and mind you, indoors is an enclosed space. You know, they're on the mic, so it's basically an echo. So everybody just like, the place quiet, no one can walk back. I'm like, all this attention on me.
Poor little me.
Poor little me.
I kind of quickly want to just, you know, shift gears because you also did not turn up for the 60 meters at nationals. So what happened there? Because a lot of people were surprised.
I mean, I could walk out through it the best I can. You know, we got there. Pre-meet was okay. Well, pre-meet was fantastic. You know, I think I posted a video on Instagram after the meet, and I don't know if y'all see me doing the starts.
Yeah, you looked great.
Yeah, I was doing, you know, starts with my little brother, Jaden. And I felt good. Like, I think I kept up with him for the most part. You know, barring whatever, I just think I could beat Jaden in like a start. That's just me.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was keeping up with him. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a good meet. Like, you know, we could probably defend our title. As I said, pre-meet was good. Recovery was good. Treatment was good. Came the next day. Warm-up was great. Till like we got to the blocks. We got to the block starts. The first 2, great. And then the third one before I had to go out, it's like...
I
just felt like, I'm like, wait. But mind you, we can't have phones in the call room. So I felt something, and what I felt it was nothing. I knew what it was. So I immediately, you know, like, went to coach. I was like, could I borrow your phone real quick? I called my trainer immediately. And I was like, hey, you know, may I explain to him, I walk him over. And then he's like, he could work on it, because I think I had like 5 more minutes before I had to go out. And he worked on it a bit. And he worked on it, he told me to do a stride. I did the stride. So we go out, you know, do the block start. I did the block start. But the thing is, I think with athletes, sometimes, you know, you're not really sure that you're going to be injured, but you can feel when it's going to happen. So I'm there running, like, in the race, I got out, I'm like, okay. But I could feel it coming while I'm running. Like, I could feel it coming.
Yes.
And we had like maybe 20 meters to go. And then something just felt like it just like snapped.
Oof.
And I don't think it's obvious, like, when I was running, but I had a misstep, which like kind of made my knee buckle a bit. So I was like, yeah, no. And then after the race, I could feel like, with hamstrings, I think like, you have like, I don't know if it's like adrenaline, so you don't really feel it like...
During?
Like afterwards, like not much afterwards.
Right,
when you settle in your shower, everything, you know, your bed.
Yeah.
It's like everything just comes. I'm like, okay, no.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to be able to run the next day, because obviously, like, it's not like outside, you're not having the time. So we just couldn't come back for it.
Was that why you shut down the entire season?
Actually, no. I thought, because, you know, outdoors was coming. I thought maybe we didn't have to run like the first meets. I knew I just had to run like maybe SECs, but I had to get that time to go to regionals for sure. So I wasn't really too rushing it, but like the time was going. Like the weeks were coming.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting any bits. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to run.
Oh no. When you hear, I have athletes who are durable and dependable, for a competition and I love coaching them, what comes to your mind?
So funny enough, I did see that.
Yeah.
Was the
article
right? Article
by Sportsmax, I think it was.
Funny enough, I think I sent him like an email the day before.
Yeah, and that's Dennis Shaver telling him that you're leaving LSU.
Yes. So I'm like, I told you yesterday. How is there an article there today? Like, did you contact them? Did they contact you? Like, how did it go about? But you know, whatever. You know, he's gonna feel how he feels.
So you sent Coach Shaver and the coaching staff at LSU that this is your final year. You technically would have had one more year because you were a junior, so you would have had your senior year, but you decided that it's time for you to go. And why did you decide, no, it's the time for me to leave? And was it like one particular thing that was happening and you're just like, you know what, I think I want to go now?
No, I was going to leave either way.
Yeah.
Like, my plan was to always do 3 years at college.
So did Dennis Shaver and the coaching staff, did they know that your plan, okay, so no. So people around you would know that you would only, you know, planned on doing 3 years anyways. Were you thinking of staying at LSU to be trained as a professional athlete, or you've already made up your mind to go elsewhere?
I was gonna go elsewhere.
You're gonna go elsewhere. So that wasn't an option to stay anyways. Then we saw people, because people always report for you, though. People always break your story for you.
Oh my gosh.
When you did the NIL, people break your story for you. Every single thing.
I try to figure out, like, how do y'all know the tea?
They know.
Y'all know the tea.
Because track and field people be talking
y'all know
a lot. Where are you training now?
Yes, you know, the lady is training in Florida.
Yes.
I'm at Florida, with Pure Athletics. You know, that's Noah Lyles, Anita, you know, Coach Brahman, and of course, like, you know.
And you've signed with Adidas.
Yes.
Yeah. Was that a hard decision for you to make as it relates to like where you want to train professionally?
No.
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 It just no sense to say St.Jago. Okay. You've not. I think the last time you've been on Jamaican track is
2022. Listen, I've heard it.
Talk to the people.
Listen to me.
Talk to the people. Them. Talk to the people. Them.
I was at trials.
Trials, yeah, right.
I was at trials like this year, and somebody saw me, and they're like, "Wait." I was like, "Yes." They're like, "Weren't you on the track?" I'm like, "I'll be back. Yes, I will be back.
Yeah.
When the time is right, I will for sure be back." But they're like, "You know, we haven't seen you on this, like, you know, the blue track come gone. Black, green, and gold come, and I touch it yet." I'm like, "I want to touch it too." Like, everybody I run fast times and the track pretty, like, I want to be on it too, like, you know. So I definitely will be coming back next year. Like, for sure, I will be running at trials or whatever meets. Like, I will be here.
Love that for us. Absolutely do love that for us. So you're training in Florida, you're signed with Adidas, so I can't stop. You understand? One damn panda.
And the girl is coming back to Jamaica, so please stop DMing me, tagging me, asking me if I switch to wherever.
She don't switch to nowhere.
I ain't switched to nowhere.
Jamaican through and through. You said something earlier, but nobody want to break your thought.
You can't make me, boy, you can't make my thing so.
Oh, one thing about it, man, I'm good at my job. Good at my job, man. You said the 200 meters, it was your darling. I love to see the 200 meters. Maybe that's because of how we were introduced to you. Are we going to see you in more 200 meters?
Oh, definitely.
Yes?
Definitely.
Thanks be to God.
Definitely. I heard quotes of about some possible 4x4s.
Good.
So yeah.
I want to say about some 4x4s too.
I would like to see it.
All right, any closing thoughts, anything that you would like to say to the peeps before we go? Because I think we've covered everything.
Yeah. Just that, you know, I will be back. It's no rush. And that I am still Jamaican through and through.
Yes.
So please kill the switching allegiance thing.
Yes.
And keep watching Boy Things.
That is it.
Thank you.
That is it. Well, that's it, guys. You know, exclusive with Brianna Lyston right here on Track and Things, an extended version. And I just want to say thank you to Usain Bolt's Tracks and Records located in Montego Bay and Marketplace here in Kingston. Follow Brianna Lyston where them can find you on socials. Instagram is where I be at. Yes. What is the handle? Brianna Lys. Yeah, Brianna Lys. All right. Well, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. You understand me? Until next time, this is a Boy at Things, Track and Things exclusive. Me, Karim Boy at Things, of course. I'm out.